Welcome to What in the Duck podcast. I'm your host, Oliver Peck. What in the Duck podcast is proud to be sponsored by Dream Machines of Texas, www.dreammachinesoftexas.com. All your used motorcycle wants and needs all in one place at www.dreammachinesoftexas.com. They have multiple locations with large inventory and get new bikes in every week. Knowledgeable staff with great service and financing and extended warranty options available. They also have a complete service garage, so every bike is gone through and brought up to speed before you hit the road. I have bought more than a few bikes from Dream Machines over the years, and I could not be more satisfied. I've also had friends from all over the country buy bikes from Dream Machines because they couldn't find a better deal anywhere. You can buy a bike and have it shipped to you anywhere in the U.S. Why buy a brand new bike with that brand new high price when you can get a like-new bike with that dream deal you've been looking for? Go to www.dreammachinesoftexas.com and get a bike and get your ass on the road. All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of What in the Duck podcast. As always, I'm your host, Oliver Peck, and today we're doing another installation of commenting on the comments. I am here side by side with What in the Duck podcast co-producer, John.com, and we are gonna react to more of your reactions today.
All comments read to Oliver. He has no idea what I'm gonna tell him. What these comments are. So these are Oh, we got to cut that out.
No, keep it rolling.
These are genuine responses to your comments.
All right. So we thank you for commenting. Also, like, share, and subscribe to all the videos that you find on YouTube. And we appreciate it, but all subscribers will be automatically entered into the contest to win free cool shit from What in the Duck podcast, or possibly even tattoos from me, or all kind of cool shit. Also, everybody who we read their comment on the show will be receiving a What in the Duck podcast gift pack, some merch, some cool shit. We like to give away cool shit to all our listeners, so be a part of it. Comment. Also, any questions you have, as always, you can email into whatintheduckpodcast@gmail.com, and I would be happy to answer your question if it's a good one. We have pretty much covered the Pearl Jam topic.
Yeah.
Pearl Jam does suck, and we don't really need to beat a dead horse. So if you want to talk about Pearl Jam, you can just come to the tat shop and we can talk about it all day long.
Also, other questions not to send us: why Oliver chews on a toothpick and why he wears red shoes. We've gone over that many times.
I will refer you to watching the toothpick video on YouTube if you're interested in what's going on with the toothpick.
Yeah, and I think there's like at least 2 or 3 episodes where you've explained the red shoes.
Basically, I'm a retard. And I do a bunch of dumb shit. And I have a bunch of really elaborate, drawn-out reasonings for doing so.
And there you go.
Yeah. And all right, let's get started. What do you got a comment over there for me, bud?
I do.
Let's hear it.
It is from the Oak Cliff Sandlot Association episode.
Yeah.
With Patty Evans. It is from William Allison 214.
Hey, that's Dallas, baby.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome podcast as always. Also, I thought I was the only living human to go around saying Garth Brooks was the beginning of the end of country music.
Man, I hope you're not the only one. I hope there's a lot of us. I hope that I am not alone in this universe. I love, just feeling connected to my fellow humans. I love knowing that there's people out there that have the sensibility to realize when things are just terrible. So I appreciate you for noticing that. And I appreciate you for being on team Garth Brooks sucks. I have I'm not a very good Twitterer or Xer. Like I am on X.
You're not a tweeter.
I've been on X for a long time. I have tweeted over the years, and I do try to consistently tweet. I do think it's a good platform, and I do appreciate Elon Musk for everything he's doing. But I don't really tweet that much. But when I do tweet, it's usually something like hashtag Garth Brooks sucks or hashtag Pearl Jam sucks or hashtag Taylor Swift sucks. But a lot of people that are, I'm a little bit older than a lot of the people I hang out with. A lot of people I hang out with are, the generation behind me, and a lot of people that love country music, love Garth Brooks. I am old enough to remember when country music was real, and I love old country. And when the likes of Garth Brooks and Clint Black and what's his fucking name, Billy Ray Cyrus, and all that garbage pop country bullshit came out, that was the beginning of the ruining of country music. When Nashville pop bullshit came to be, and Garth Brooks was the beginning. I think he was the one that kicked that off and just ran country music down. Luckily for us music listeners, there's a lot of great young bands that embrace the old outlaw, true country music vibe and are making great music today, with the blues and the bluegrass roots and the old country vibe. And there's a lot of great musicians that have done that. So plenty of great music out there, but man, I hate to, sometimes you just got to come to terms with the fact that you're a hater. And I'm a hater. I hate a lot of things. I love a lot of things, but I hate a lot of things. I'm a passionate character. Like I'm like all into something, and then I'm all against something else. But Garth Brooks sucks, man.
Isn't there a conspiracy theory out there that Garth Brooks is has murdered some people?
I mean, I would say that how terrible his music is probably responsible for thousands of deaths. I mean,
no, but I think he's
yeah, I've heard this.
Have you heard this?
I've heard a story. There's all these mysterious deaths that fall on his tour dates across the country.
Yeah. He might be a serial killer.
It's possible.
His music is that bad.
His music. Yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Thank you for being a fellow Garth Brooks hater out there. And feel free, periodically or frequently, one or the other, just get on the internet of any kind of internet that you can get on, like whatever platform you're pushing shit out to. Just throw that little hashtag. It doesn't even matter what the post is about. You could post a picture of your new motorcycle, and at the bottom, just put hashtag Garth Brooks sucks. That's what I do.
That's where you find out where your real friends are.
That's what I do. I just, I'll just post something, and then in the end, I'll just write hashtag Taylor Swift sucks or hashtag fucking Garth Brooks. Ooh.
You hate Garth Brooks.
He sucks
more than anything.
It's so bad.
Wait, so is Garth Brooks worse than Pearl Jam? Or are they equally bad?
Pearl Jam's worse.
Really?
I would say Pearl Jam's worse as far as just the sound of the music, but Garth Brooks is worse in the sense that he degraded the entire music genre.
What about when Garth Brooks was punk rock for an album?
I missed that.
Or rock and roll or something. Didn't he do a rock album and he changed his name?
I don't know.
Oh, we're going to have comments in the comments. There's going to be more comments.
I've forgotten more than I ever knew. So
I'm surprised I remember this shit.
Oh, man. Well,
I have actively never listened to a Garth Brooks song.
I will say this. At the tattoo shop, we all take turns playing music. And sometimes some music will come on and it'll be terrible. And as the owner, I can veto the music and make somebody pick something different. And I'll just be like, man, what is this we're listening to? It is so terrible. You got to turn it off. And they're like, hey, man, it's Garth Brooks. And I'm like, well, fucking turn it off. It sucks. Like, I didn't hate Garth Brooks, like, for a long time because I just never listened to it.
Right.
But then I got subjected to listen to it. And I'm like, man, this band really does suck. Like, I didn't have opinion one way or the other on the band Oasis for many, many years because I wasn't listening to mainstream music. I didn't know. I'd heard the song. I heard the one song and whatever. I was like, I'm not going to buy that album, whatever. No big deal. I didn't have nothing against them. But then the last like 5 or 6 years or so, somebody put music on at the tat shop and it's just like the first song. I listen to a song and it's like, oh, this is not very good. And then the second song, it's like, this is terrible. And the third song, it's like, I can't fucking take it anymore. What is this fucking garbage? Turn this off. And they're like, it's Oasis. And I'm like, well, I don't care what it is. It sucks. And so this last couple of years, I've been subjected to hearing more and more Oasis because there's resurgence of these fucking idiots that work for me that like this fucking band. And they fucking just play. They want to like act like it's like something, like it's cool. And I'm just like, no. So I haven't officially banned Oasis from being played at the shop at all.
Yeah.
But it can't play while I'm there.
Yeah.
There are other things that aren't allowed to be played at the tat shop whether I'm there or not.
Right.
There's stuff on the band list. Taylor Swift is on the band list.
Well,
Michael Jackson is on the band list.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think that working in tattoo shops, though, like it depends, like depending on the shop and the people that you work with and how many people you work with. At least for me, when you work with like a small group of people and then you work with that one person 4 out of the 5 days a week and they like love a certain band and they play it like every time they work.
Oh yeah.
It'll make you hate that band. And for me, that was Lungfish. Like Dan Higgs's band.
Yeah.
I actually really now like Lungfish a lot. But back when I first started working at the tat shop, it got played so much that I was like, I can't fucking stand it.
Dean loved NoFX, so he played NoFX every single day he worked.
Can't stand
and
it.
Wore people out. We got people that work for me now that love Morrissey, so every day they work, they play Morrissey. And then there's a guy who loves Clash, so he plays Clash every day he works.
Do you like the Clash?
Yeah, but it can get...
Yeah. Because there's not enough albums. You only have like 3 albums, and then they just play the same one over and over.
I like them, but there's... So, I don't know, it's probably about earlier this year, I think, in fact, that like I said, somebody put on the Clash and I was like, hey, we got to pick something else. Like, I love this fucking band, but it is driving me fucking crazy.
Right.
I was like, no Clash for like at least a couple weeks or a month.
Yeah.
And then I didn't pay attention to the time. And time went on, and I was tattooing, and it was somebody's pick for music, and the shopper was like, hey, is it okay if we play the Clash? Because months ago, we had said no more Clash. And I said, oh, yeah.
No.
Like, I haven't heard it in a while.
Right.
And they played it, and it was great.
Yeah. You just need that break.
But when I heard it yesterday and the day before,
Yeah.
and it's just like, man.
You put a Clash embargo.
Dude, the
shop.
Morrissey, though.
Oh God, I never like.
Here's the deal.
Okay, the Smiths. There's a couple good songs. I can.
There's good Morrissey songs too. I like Morrissey. He's got a great voice. He has some songs that are just like went too far. But the Smiths and Morrissey, I think he's great. I'm not like the biggest fan, but I do like it. But most of it's not tat shop music.
Nah.
Like, people are here. Most people come to tat shop are with some friends and they're trying to have fun.
It's not party music.
Or they're in there getting a large tattoo, which are being tortured and being put through pain, and it's a struggle. So therefore, either one of those scenarios, either party time, we're all getting tats together, or I'm here getting a bunch of pain and I'm laying through it. Like, neither one of those scenarios calls for this sad, crybaby, wow, all fucking day, bum me out. Like, God damn, I'm already fucking.
Yeah. It's like a super, super like black metal while you're getting tattooed is also
can't do it.
Not the best thing.
Can't do it. So I mean, basically, it's just like there's a lot of different people in the building.
It makes it hurt more.
There's a lot of different people in the building. So you can't just play something that's so extreme or fringe or that nobody knows. It's not an environment for that. Like that's in your car when you're by yourself, but when you're in a big environment, just play the good times, the hits, something that it may not be your favorite.
Yeah.
But it's not somebody else's thing they hate the most. So
I mean, who doesn't like the Cars?
I mean, good times music. People say they don't even know the Cars, but when the music is playing, it's good times.
Oh, yeah.
I was getting tattooed at Blackheart Tattoo a long time ago, and everybody was like, picking music or whatever, and then it came the next turn up, and I was getting tattooed, so it's like, hey, Oliver, you want to play something? And I was like, oh, man, put on Huey Lewis in the news.
Sports.
And everybody in the shop was like, what, Huey Lewis? And I was like, oh, man, I guarantee you, this is a long time tested experiment that I went through. Certain music makes tattoos hurt less.
Oh, yeah.
Huey Lewis makes your tattoo hurt less. And everybody begrudgingly let me play Huey Lewis while I was getting tattooed. By the end of the album, everybody in the shop was having a good time. You're not even paying attention to music. It's just background music.
Yeah.
But it's just like later on, Tim Lehigh, if you know who Tim Lehigh is.
I do know Tim Lehigh.
He was like, man, I've been playing Huey Lewis like at the tat shop a lot. And it's like, everybody's in a good mood. And I'm like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the one person you would not think that would jump on the Huey Lewis train.
But you sold him. You got him.
Hey, man, good times.
Sports is a great album, though.
It's arguably one of the best.
I mean, it is really good. If you haven't listened to Sports, if you're not of the right age, if you didn't get raised in the 80s, go listen to Sports.
I mean, that whole scene in American Psycho.
Oh, yeah.
Where he breaks down sports.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh, my God.
Are we spinning out?
We're spinning out. Okay, we're spinning out.
We're spinning out.
We've lost the plot. All right, next one. What was even the comment? Do you remember?
Exactly. Garth Brooks sucks.
Garth Brooks sucks. There we go.
Huey Lewis is awesome.
We got to bring it back. Yeah. Garth Brooks sucks. Huey Lewis is awesome. And the Clash can get annoying sometimes. All right, let's move on. This one is from Garage Grow from the 1,000 subscriber contest video. I need this in my life. Free shit for me. I want to be splattered in free shit. Please shit on me. Ha 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 ha.
What's Garage Grow?
Garage.
What's he growing? Weeds?
Probably some weeds.
Growing some weeds in there?
Hey, they decriminalized weed in Dallas.
All right. Weed grower in the garage. Well, good news for you, man. Your comment has officially been read on What in the Duck podcast. You will be receiving some free shit. So everybody out there, be more like Garage Grow. Comment and get your chance to get some free shit. Garage Grow, also, don't forget, you can subscribe and automatically be entered.
I think they are.
You better be.
I think they were
With
trying.
A comment like that, you better be subscribed.
I think they were trying to win the tat.
Well,
they were trying to win the free tat.
Well, you didn't win the first one. Maybe you'll win another one.
Yeah.
But thank you for, I thank you for hyping it up. Thank you for letting people know that, there is free shit out there to get. And it's actually not free. It comes at a cost. You have to engage.
Yeah.
You have to dedicate your time to listen and type. And I know it's hard.
You have to hit some
I know
buttons.
It's hard, guys. I know those little buttons. Mm-hmm. It's a strain to reach over there and click.
It's hard.
The like, click the share, click the subscribe. I mean, that's a lot of work on your behalf, and we appreciate it. That's why, for doing those things, we're returning the favor and giving you some stuff. So, Garage Grow, you could also email a question over to whatintheduckpodcast@gmail.com and get entered in the questions part of the show each week. And you could also get some more free shit that way.
Mm-hmm. And they can also send us whatever they're growing in the garage to... What?
Don't send it to me.
Maybe they're just growing vegetables. Maybe they have a greenhouse or something.
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, who knows?
Possible.
I don't know. It wasn't Garage Grow 420. Right?
Well, maybe he would have been 421 and he didn't like that.
Yeah. Maybe 420 was already taken for Garage Grow. Also,
man.
like, maybe he didn't want to out himself. Because there are still some states out there that do not.
We don't know where he's from.
Decriminalize.
But we're going to find out because we're getting your address.
We are going to find out.
We won't tell everybody.
We're not going to come up to your garage and find out what you're growing. Okay.
Next
Should we
comment.
go on? Next one?
Next
All right.
comment.
Okay. This one is from the Tommy Montoya episode. Great episode if you haven't listened to it already. It's from Beyond SIC.
Oh, Beyond Sick.
Beyond Sick.
Sick.
Oh, I didn't even.
Dude, think about how sick it is and then go beyond that.
I didn't even. That's like Bed Bath and Beyond, but for like cool shit.
Yeah, think about how sick it is.
Is Bed Bath and Beyond still a store?
Does
it still
I
exist?
think there are some that exist.
Audra says it still exists. Okay, cool.
I love that store.
All right, Beyond Sick.
Totally sick.
It's not about being fast, Oliver. It's about not wasting time. It's efficiency. Calling people lazy for using a rotary is insane. You need to have a better open mind.
Okay, I will agree. I am insane. You are correct. Also, I will clearly state that on the stance of tattooing and using a dildo, I do not have an open mind. I understand this. I am very clear-headed about the fact that I'm not open-minded to the degradation of something that I revere so highly. I am not going to concede that it is okay to just use garbage. I'm not gonna agree with the fact that making shit cheaper and weaker and lazier and crappier is the way of the future. I am not going to just say that it's okay that this piece of fucking plastic, dildo, lithium battery, landfill garbage is what people should be aspiring to use in the future of tattooing. No, I say fucking no. I'm not going to have an open mind to selling my fucking craft and my career and my dedication and my art down the fucking river for the sake of using some fucking non-biodegradable piece of plastic Chinese-made fucking garbage. That fucking piece of shit tattoo machine that people call a fucking tattoo machine is a fucking disgrace. No, I'm not going to fucking say that it's okay to use it. I'm going to say, no, you cannot fucking use it in my fucking tattoo shop. No, you cannot fucking use it at any event that I fucking put on. I will not be involved or a party to the fucking complete destruction of all the values that come from the traditions of tattooing that I have learned in the last 30 goddamn years. So no, no, no. Here's what I say all the fucking time. That fucking dildo fucking machine that is 99% fucking plastic and garbage and cheap alloy little fucking electric motor and a lithium battery will all be in the garbage in a couple of years. It's a Bic lighter. It's a toss away item. It's not a quality craft made tool. It's not something that you're going to care about with the lineage. It's not something you're going to pass on to your predecessor. It's not something that's going to exist. And I think that matters to me. And my whole life is encroached by relics of the past that I cherish. I have my grandfather's tools. I have my grandfather's armoire. I have things that have been around. I have silverware that was made before I was fucking born. And I have tattoo machines that I receive from tattooers that are no longer alive. And those tattoo machines still exist and are still making tattoos. The machines I use today are handmade out of brass and steel by people that I personally know in this country. And 100 years after I'm dead, you will still be able to do a tattoo with them. That little fucking big ladder dildo is going to be in the fucking trash, and you're going to get a new one. And every 6 months they come up with some upgrade and some this and some new battery and some whatever. And it's lighter and it's cheaper and it's easier and it's lamer and it's fucking stupid. And I'm just not going to fucking go down that fucking road. And I'm not going to entertain the idea that it's okay. And I'm not going to entertain the idea that, oh, well, it's easier. Oh, if it's easier, it's better. No, it's not. Making something easier does not make you better. It makes you fucking weaker. Making something more convenient does not make you better. It makes you lazier. Being weaker and lazier does not make you happier. It has been proven over decades and decades and decades. The people that are genuinely the most happy people are the people that work the hardest to get where they are. The kids that are raised by millionaires and rich people that do nothing and have everything handed to them are constantly searching for happiness, and they never fucking find it. The people that start at the bottom and work their way up and struggle and fight for everything they have, they cherish the things they've been able to get a hold of, and they hold them tight and they hold them dear to their heart, and they care about them. And that's what produces happiness. Not just having shit handed to you on a fucking platter. Not just making things easier for you, not just making things more convenient for you. Having the invention of all these technology has been producing amazing advances in everything, in every part of our lives. But yet, as a whole, we are the most depressed that our species has ever been. Our children are the weakest and the fattest that they have ever been. This is not good. Dude, what do you care about? What do you care about? Being happy? Do you care about doing something that you love? Do you care about making quality craftsmanship? Or do you just care about making it the easiest possible thing you can? I think the dildo is just one little fucking piece of that puzzle. And tattooing is what I love the most. And so I am not going to short sale it for nothing. I'm going to invest 100% in what I believe in the traditions of tattooing and keeping that part of tattooing alive. The new tattooers, they can do their own thing, they can have their own thing, and they can see how far it takes them. But I know how far caring about your craft takes you. And I've seen it in myself, the people that came before me, and the people that come behind me. And I'm just not going to fucking, you can say I'm close-minded, but I'm not going to open my mind to the ideas of just selling tattooing down the fucking river. I'm not going to open my mind to these fucking pitiful excuses for garbage equipment that people are making. I'm just not going to do it. What in the Duck podcast is proud to be sponsored by Anchor Screen Printing. Anchor Screen Printing has been printing t-shirts and merch products since 1999. Anchor is the place for quality, small-run items. At Anchor, every print is hand-done by people who care about art. No mass-produced, machine-operated printing done here. You can email Anchor at anchorcustoms@gmail.com to talk about getting something printed for your company, brand, or shop. Anchor Screen Printing also has its own online merch store that sells Elm Street Tattoo, Cheap Thrills, Heart in Hand, Party First Safety Maybe merch, and much more. You can check it all out now at anchorscreenprinting.com. All orders at anchorscreenprinting.com over $35 have quick and free shipping in the continental U.S. So go to anchorscreenprinting.com today and buy some cool shit. Or you can click the link provided in this podcast to shop now. What in the Duck podcast is proud to be sponsored by Legacy Ink, the finest in tattoo pigments. I have been using this ink exclusively for over 20 years myself. It has been recently rebranded and marketed, but it has been the same recipe for decades. Real, hand-mixed tattoo pigments that heal great and last. People always comment on the yellow that I use and the yellow tattooed on me. My favorite, the Mayan yellow. I have seen countless 20-plus-year-old tattoos with the colors still vivid. Don't fuck around with all these newfangled companies with their watered-down baloney. Get the tried, true, and tested good shit. You can find them on Instagram at Legacy Pigments or email Ashley today to place an order at legacyartsupplies@gmail.com. Tell them Oliver sent you and receive a special discount. Don't just do tattoos. Be a part of a legacy.
Well, to clarify, he does say rotary, and rotary machine is not necessarily the dildo, but it is.
No, he said, what did he say?
He
exactly?
said rotary.
Did he not say pen?
No, he said rotary.
Well.
But some people call them rotaries, but.
They are rotaries.
Yeah.
It is a rotary machine in there.
But there are other machines that are rotary machines that are not the pens.
I'm not using those either.
Yeah. But just to clarify, I don't want him to comment in the comment section.
You can comment back. Comment back again. We love it. This is obviously a topic that I'm passionate about, and I just I'm not gonna do it. And people that are, and you can look at it from every angle, but people that use all these big lighters, they're just creating garbage. Creating fucking garbage. You can get a Zippo lighter and refill it with fluid and put a new flint in it and put a new wick in it and put a new wheel in it and put a new gear in it. And you can literally have one lighter for your whole life. I have my grandfather's lighter.
Guess how long I've had that lighter?
6 weeks. 7 weeks.
Got it in 2008.
There you go.
And it has never left my side. And you can ask my fiance if I ever lose it or misplace it in the house somewhere.
Gotta find it.
I'll turn the whole goddamn house upside down until I find it. She's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I lost my lighter. I have to find it right now.
The other downside is you probably have such an affiliation with that lighter that you're not, if you don't want to quit smoking, because then you won't have a reason to have that lighter.
Oh, I'll just always have a lighter. It's like a knife, it's like, it's always good to have fire and stabby things on you. It's just, that's how I live my life anyway. I mean, other people can do whatever, but if I can't light shit on fire or stab something, then I feel uncomfortable walking out of the house without that.
Gotta have it.
Facilitation,
Gotta have it.
But anyway, also the sound of a Zippo is amazing. You can't get that from a Bic lighter.
It's a real lighter.
It's a real lighter. And it works.
You're not going to throw it away. It's not a disposable piece of garbage.
Also, it's been engraved by two people that I really love.
I will say the same thing about the fucking whatever kind of rotary machines. It's still this little electric motor that's non repairable. The coil machine that I use, I can, no matter what goes wrong with it, I can fix it.
Mm. Plus, they look cooler. I mean, and you can engrave them and you do all kinds of cool shit.
Cool does count.
I mean, cool is like, if you're not doing shit to be cool, then what are you doing? Right?
Cool does count.
It's got to count for something.
Anybody out there that uses a dildo machine and thinks that they're cool or thinks that they should have some reason to advocate for using them, you can email a photo of yourself tattooing with one to whatintheduckpodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to collect all the photos of tattooers using those machines. But what I do recommend is when you take the photo of you using this machine, don't look at the photo before you send it. Just take the photo and send it to whatintheduckpodcast@gmail.com so we have the photo of you using it. The problem is if you look at the photo of you using it, you'll probably see how fucking stupid you look, and then you'll not send the photo, and then we won't get it. So don't look at the photo. Just take the photo of you using it, send it right on over, and then we'll have it. We can,
We're going to make an archive.
Yeah. We'll archive how cool everyone looks.
We'll make a calendar. We'll make a What in the Duck calendar, a dildo calendar.
So yeah, go ahead. Take a photo of yourself using one and send it on over. We'd love to have it.
And we'll give the money to charity. See, something good can come out of the dildos.
Something good.
This is why I'm here.
I like the way you spun this to a positive.
Yeah, look, hey, you got to be positive, right? That's your thing.
KIP. We're keeping it positive.
Yeah.
All right.
PMA.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I'm here. We're going. We got another one. Man, people have probably tuned out.
We should do the same thing with Crocs.
Ooh.
Everybody out there that wears Crocs, take a photo of you wearing your Crocs, email it over to
Even if it's got all the little buttons and stuff on it.
Email the photo of you wearing Crocs over to whatintheduckpodcast@gmail.com so we can create this archive of all the cool people wearing Crocs.
Ooh, if you're using a dildo machine wearing Crocs at the same time, it's a bonus.
Yeah. Double feature.
Oh my God. What is wrong with us? Okay. This next one comes from one of my favorite people in the world's episode, Tim Hendricks. Hi, Tim. Haven't seen you in a while, but that episode's great. Thank you for doing it. And it is Mr. Monster 1313.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I want Oliver to be back on the show. It's gone downhill since he left.
That's it?
That's it.
Well, how do I say this? You're right. You're right. Mr. Monster 1313. I have no control over this. I don't know, maybe you can start a petition. Bring Ink Master back.
Are they done?
Nah, they're still making it.
Like real episodes? Like I know they've done like all the spin-offs.
No, there's a new season. New season's coming out. And DJ Tamby, Nico Hurtado, and Ryan Ashley.
Oh, Nico.
3 great people.
Nico's
3 great
awesome.
tattooers. 3 incredible tattooers. They're also incredible people.
Yeah.
I like them. I love them. They're great. They're the judges of the show now. And it seems to be that there's a large consensus that the show is not as good. And I don't think it's because of it has nothing to do with how great they are. It's just the dynamic and the times. Like the show there's nobody telling these people that they suck. And there's nobody really being harsh. And I don't know. I think the show just needs to get back to what it was. It needs to, it's a competition. And somebody's got to fucking go home every day. And somebody's got to tell them they fucking suck. And somebody's got to rip these tattoos to shreds because that's the entertaining part. And that's the good part. And it's good for other artists to see things get torn apart and see harsh critiques. Harsh critiques are what make people really get into what it's going to take to do better and be better and not make the same mistake again. So I don't know.
Maybe they can bring you back as a guest judge.
I don't think they can afford it. I mean, not with all the money I'm making on this.
He's lying. Send money. Would you do it though?
I mean,
if they asked you to come and be a guest judge, because you still talk to Ryan, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I still talk to a lot of people involved with the show. I don't know. I say that you never know what you'll do in a situation until you're in that situation.
Correct.
So never say never. I don't know. I mean, my first off the cuff response is that I'm happy in my life and tattooing at the shop and traveling and riding my motorcycle. And I'm fucking living a dream.
Yeah.
So I'm hesitant to say that I would go back to doing that show.
Well, no, they just asked you if you come back to do one episode.
I don't think it'd be worth it.
Yeah. What if you...
Obviously, when I did the show the first time and for 13 seasons, the money was a big factor.
Right.
So that being said, if the money was right, then I would do it. But I who knows? If it happens, if the situation arises, then I'll make the decision when it happens. But being on TV is not. It's
not as fun as being on a podcast with me.
It's not as fun as doing this. I'll tell you that 100%. It was. It's hard for me to just dismay it completely because I had a lot of fun doing it, and me, Chris, and Dave had a lot of fun. But we make it fun, and any situation I'm forced to be in, I will make it fun.
Right.
But the other thing I say is every day that I was on that show, I wished I was somewhere else.
It was like listening to Pearl Jam.
And I wish I was somewhere else. I always would rather have been somewhere else, but I made the sacrifice to be there, for numerous reasons, but
right.
It's not like if you could do anything you want to do in the world, being on a TV show would be the last thing. I would not. That's not what I'm. Yeah. That's not my goal. I'm not reaching out for that. I'm not running for that. I'm not trying for that.
Yeah. I think a lot of people just think that because you're on TV, it's like got to be this like awesome, cool, great experience, and they don't.
There was awesome, cool, great things about it, and I did have a lot of fun, and I did take advantage of it, and I did make the most of it, and I do think for the time and the place, and for that show, I do think I was a positive part of it. And I think that I did my best to be there and make it the best that I could while I was there.
Yeah.
And I don't really think that many other people would do as much as I did for it. Even the people that I was on the show with at the time.
Right.
Without saying anything bad about anybody, I just did the best I could.
Right.
And I made the most fun out of it as I could.
Wow. It looks like people still want you to be on it. So
I mean, I must have done something right. I get those comments every day, and I'm like, "Don't tell me."
Tell Spike TV. Is it Spike or Paramount or?
It was originally Spike. Now it's Paramount. Who knows? And it's whatever.
All right, Paramount execs.
They don't care.
If you want them back, you gotta talk to me.
They don't care.
We'll do some numbers, crunch some things. We'll call our people. We have people now. We have people. So maybe the answer is maybe.
The future is wide open.
Yeah.
I live my life, moment to moment.
Right.
We just had this conversation recently about long-term goals, and I'm like, I've never really been a long-term goal kind of guy.
You don't have a 5-year plan?
I got a 15-minute plan. I'm lucky to have a 5-day plan.
Well, we plan everything.
Yeah. I mean, I got a lot of plan. I do plan things from event to event. So sometimes the event is 6 months in advance or 8 months in advance or less or 2 months in advance. And, life is so busy. I'm constantly busy with something.
Yeah.
Like as soon as one thing's over, there's another thing on the horizon. So I'm just going from thing to thing to thing, whether it's tattooing or a travel or a convention or a show or whatever. I'm just rolling through it.
Yeah. I look forward to January every year because that's when we figure everything out.
Man, 2025. Bingo. Cannot believe it.
Are we going back to Iceland?
I don't know. Are we? I don't even remember what month that was.
It's the first weekend in June.
Oh, that's a hard month.
I know. But we got to do it.
I mean, are we supposed to do it? All right, we're supposed to do it. Are we doing
it? Yeah, they want us back.
Oh, well, we're going to have to figure out real soon if we're doing it or not.
I know. January. Right. January is real soon.
Iceland, baby. Well, all right. One more thing to figure out.
Yeah. I thought, I mean, whatever. We'll figure it out in January. All right, there's one more.
Uno más comento.
This is from...
Is that how you say comment? Probably not.
No. Your Spanish is
I am
not bueno.
I took 4 years of Spanish in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
You should know more than that.
I didn't learn anything.
Oh my God.
I didn't learn anything in school.
You were too busy
skateboarding,
skating, partying.
Yeah.
Both. All right. This is from the episode. Well, it's not. It's from the clip of you getting your hand tattooed.
Again, all right.
Yeah. How do you have that much ink and can't take the pain?
That is where the retardation comes in. I have serious mental problems. Obsessive compulsive disorder is a mild one. I have what I consider to be a controllable case of OCD.
You're high functioning.
Well, yeah, high functioning, but the OCD part is like the things that I'm obsessive about are things that bring me like bits of joy and happiness in my life.
Have you been diagnosed like by a doctor?
No.
You just know.
I'm not.
You just know it's true.
I'm not a get diagnosed kind of guy.
Well, you don't want to know what other things are wrong with you.
No, I'm not going to get tested or diagnosed on anything. I'm at this point, I'm fucking 53 years old. What are you going to tell me that,
Yeah.
what am I going to change now?
No.
But, my OCD is things that like the things that I obsess about are things that I enjoy, things that I, obviously I collect things. So I enjoy my collection. I used to be like a really obsessive candy junkie. And I ate a lot of candy for a lot of years. And I had candy. I eat candy every day.
What kind of candy?
Mostly gummy bears.
Oh, like
sweet tarts. What's my favorites?
So you like the sour
and sugar, but gummy bears weren't sour.
Yeah.
But I would eat the certain kind of candies that I would eat in color sequence.
Oh my God.
So when I get a roll of sweet tarts, I'd open the whole roll, separate them out, and eat all the.
You're one of those people?
Eat all the blue ones first.
Yeah, you definitely have some things.
Yeah.
Going
And so,
on.
and I'm a generous person.
Yeah.
I share. But if I was in the middle of eating said candy or gummy bears, a bag of gummy bears, somebody's like, oh man, can I have a gummy bear? And I'm like, yes, we're on green now. Here's the green one. And I'm like, well, give me a red one. I'm like, no, it's not time for red. And if you ate one of my red gummy bears before it was time to eat the red ones, I would fucking get pissed. And so there's many times I was in situations, sometimes with relationships, when it came to sharing things, I was like, hey, look, I will happily buy you your own bag of gummy bears and let you do with them as you will. If you want to share my gummy bears, this is how we're doing it, right? And there would be I got into some fights with people that would just grab a handful of something out of mine and just eat it willy-nilly.
You don't do that now, though.
What do you mean? I don't eat gummy bears anymore.
But if you did, you would?
I do.
So you would still have to eat it.
I did get a bag of vegan gummy bears recently, and I did eat them in color sequence.
That's right. They're not vegan.
And I did eat them in color sequence.
What is it? The gelatin? The beef gelatin or something? That's
yeah.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that's.
But I try not to eat a bunch of candy anymore.
Yeah, it's not good for you.
I mean,
the older you
love sugar.
The older you get, the less shit you can eat.
But if I go like a long time without eating candy, I'm chill. But then like if I'm in a situation where like, oh, there's a little bit of candy. Oh, I'll eat a little bit. And then the next day I'm like, I want candy.
Yeah.
It's like you're back in.
If it's in the house, I'm going to fucking eat it.
Oh, yeah.
I had to tell Elizabeth, I was like, stop buying anything with sugar in it. Don't bring it home. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know it's there. Cause like I do not, especially if it's like anything dark chocolate, peanut butter, or chocolate covered pretzels.
I'll eat them.
I'll eat the whole bag though. I don't have any.
Well, you're going to eat. Here's my way of looking at it is when you get we've got like a container of dark chocolate covered almonds and they're there. It's a big bunch.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm just going to eat all these today.
Yeah.
And get it over with and get them gone.
Yeah.
Because if not, I'm just going to eat some tomorrow anyway. The The point is, they're all going to get eaten.
Yeah.
Let's just get it over with.
Yeah, let's just get it over with. That's how I do it.
Back to the comment.
Oh shit.
I've talked about this before on the previous comment section.
I didn't know you were going to go that route though.
But the point is that like getting tattooed, I am not good with dealing with the pain.
No.
Even this last couple of years, all I get for tattooing is my body is full, so I have no more room. But when it's time to get a party tat or a 13 or something, I get a little scribble on my arm. I got all these little doodads and scribbles that are in between tats and on top of tats. And even the little tiny little 1 minute tat, I'm like, ah! So I'm not good at dealing with the pain, but I'm so obsessed. And I was in my 30s. And I was so obsessed with getting rid of all the empty spots of open skin on my body that I literally every single day would look in the mirror and find spots that weren't tattooed and like, I got to get this tattooed. I got to get it tattooed. And I had a funny story. I had this little spot on the back of my thigh, the bottom of my butt, basically the crease between my butt and my thigh. And yeah, you tell him, Ricardo.
Ricardo does not like this story.
You tell him, buddy. So I was going to Portland, and I told my buddy Scott Harrison, I was like, hey man, I've got a spot. I want you to do this little tattoo on me. And he was like, you don't have any room. And I'm like, oh no, I got a spot. It needs to be tattooed. And so he's like, okay, whatever. So I get to the shop and he's like, okay, let's see the spot. And so I like take my pants off, pull my underwear up over my butt cheek, and I like bend over and I point at this spot. And he's like, well, that's not a spot. And I said, no, man, it's a spot. Look. And I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like bent over and I'm looking in the mirror and I could see this blank piece of skin. It's about,
you had to like lift your
it's
ass
not very big.
Up, though.
And he goes, yeah, that's not a spot. And I'm like, it's a spot. And he's like, nope. And he goes, stand up. And I stand up and the butt cheek closes to my thigh and the spot disappears. And he's like, see, no spot. And I'm like, yeah, but look. And I'm like, bending over.
You're
like,
like showing him your butthole.
And he's just like, God damn it. So he like tattooed this spot.
Yeah.
And just a little dude had a little funny little tattoo or whatever. And I was just like, I just could not have that tattoo spot done. Because I have like a big tattoo on my butt cheeks and big tattoos on my thighs and big tattoos on my ribs. And they all kind of like seem together. But there was this one spot where they just didn't all seem together. And I had to have it done. Like getting your armpits tattooed, miserable.
Nope.
But I had to do it.
Not doing it.
And that's what I said in the previous comment section is that people that aren't obsessive like me will not get 100% bodysuited.
I feel like
that's why you look at Tony Big Time.
Yeah.
He is the same.
Yeah.
But he's also very OCD.
Yeah.
He is more on the spectrum than I am for sure.
Well, if I can't see it, like
out of sight, out of mind.
It's like anything, my back or
well, don't bend over in front of the mirror.
Yeah. Like I'm
because you'll find some spots.
I'm good, man. I think I don't even like getting tattooed anymore. I used to like it. I used to look forward to like accomplishing the feat of getting it done.
Fun.
Not like I like the pain, like, oh, I love the pain. It's not like that. It was like, oh, like my buddy.
Getting a new tattoo is the best.
My buddy that's never tattooed me is going to tattoo me and it's going to be awesome. And then the first fucking line, I'm like,
am I doing this?
Nope. Why? Why am I doing this? Why? I have nothing to prove to anybody. Like, I'm pretty much like.
I did have something to prove. I was on a mission.
To yourself.
Yeah. I was on a mission to get my bodysuit done before I was 40. And I did not get it 100% sealed up before I was 40, but the first couple of years of being 40, I was just like, we got to get this done.
I was on that.
Because it was getting more and more painful the older I got.
I was trying to do it. I was trying to get like fully, except for the places that I didn't want to get tattooed, like my hands, my neck, my feet. Like I don't ever want to get any of that stuff done. And I was trying to get it all done before I was like 40 and it never happened. And now I'm just like,
Well, When I was young,
It's not happening.
an old man that I worked for a little bit and worked with a bunch and who I learned a lot from, Ernie Gosnell, he told me, he goes, oh, you want to get a bodysuit? You better get it done before 40 or you ain't ever going to finish it.
He's right.
And he was fucking right.
Yep.
And I see it with a lot of people I know. Like all my friends that are my age that don't have their bodysuit done, you trying to talk them into getting tattooed. They're like, no way. And I'll tell you this right now. All you kids out there getting tattooed, like, oh, it didn't hurt that bad. Well, just fucking wait. And
get your back done.
When it started hurting me more and more and more, part of it was because all the easy spots were done.
Yeah.
And now it's getting all the hard spots. But not only that, it just hurts more. And the other thing I started realizing, the older I got, everything hurts more.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to tell you this right now. And a lot of you older people can understand what I'm saying, but the younger people, you may not understand it, but you better believe it because it's coming for you. And I'll tell you this, when waking up hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Getting tattooed is going to hurt more.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, nothing hurt. And so tattoos hurt a little bit. But now, like, reaching over to grab something hurts some part of my body. So when you stick a needle in that part of my body, it's definitely going to hurt more. So definitely, you just get less tolerant to pain. And you get to the point where your body is, you're wearing out.
Well, I remember getting tattooed and waking up the next morning and completely forgetting that I got tattooed until I took my clothes off, got in the shower and saw the bandage.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, I got tattooed last night. Like that doesn't happen anymore.
No.
Now it's like immediately no. And like right when you wake up, you're like, fuck. But yeah, like I got my back started and finished before I was 40 because I knew. And I know so many people that are like my age.
With unfinished back pieces.
No back. Like don't even have a back piece. Or like it's completely unfinished.
Yeah.
There's so many people like that.
Speaking of unfinished back pieces.
What?
Got to call out.
Oh, no.
My good buddy, Ross Nagel.
Oh, no.
Who had me start a back piece on him years ago. And then he just won't. He can't handle it anymore. He's old. He just won't get fucking tattooed. And every time I see him, he's like, bud, we're going to work on the back. And then we don't. And he's fucked me over. He's totally fucked me over multiple occasions where I was set up and ready to go. And he's like, oh, bud, I can't do it. Oh, I can't do it, bud. And he's like, and I'm just like, you motherfucker, you said we're going to work on this thing. And he goes, yeah, but I got to get on a plane tomorrow. And I'm like, well, 6 days ago, when you said we're going to do it on Monday, you knew then that you were going to get on a plane on Tuesday. So either you're just a fucking liar and you were full of shit the whole fucking time, or you're just a pussy. So whatever it is, goddamn Ross Nagel, we're going to finish that fucking back piece.
Ross, I still love you.
I love you, Ross Nagel. I love you, bud. But we got to finish that back piece.
We should just go to Ireland.
Oh, I'm going.
We should go to Iceland and then go to Ireland.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
We're going to Ireland. We're finishing the back piece.
Yeah. We'll hold him down.
Yeah.
We'll strap him in. He'd love
Good
that.
luck. Good luck holding that boy down. He's feisty.
Yeah, no, I'll let you do that.
Well, I will pass along this bit of advice that I got. I already said it, but I'm going to say it again to all you youngsters out there. If you have aspirations of getting a bodysuit, do not delay. Do not wait until it is too late.
Yeah.
I got tattooed at very minimum, once a month, every single month for over a decade, and still did not have a finished bodysuit. It takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication to get it finished. So if you are of the mindset that you think you're going to get a bodysuit, you better get on the ball. When I first got my first tattoo, I did it on myself. Little hand poke, pick and poke, moon and star on my ankle. I showed my mom, and my mom was like, "Oh, what do you do? What have you done?" You know, and I was like, "I'm gonna cover my whole body in tattoos." I was 16 years old, and I told her I was gonna get a complete bodysuit, and my mom was like, "You'll never do that because I was such a pussy
And you were
with
like,
pain.
bet.
I was such a pussy with pain. Every time I skimp my knee, you know, and like every little thing, you know. So she thought that there's no way I was going to be able to do it. And
You proved her wrong.
I mean,
That's what you're like, I'm going to prove her wrong.
it wasn't even that I was trying to prove wrong. I was just fucking obsessed. I was just fucking obsessed with it. There's been a lot of things in my life that I just get obsessed with, and then that's all that matters.
Yeah.
During that time. So
Also, young people, stop getting your face tattooed. Start with your back piece.
don't get your face tatted.
Just stop.
Don't do it.
It's not cool anymore.
It never was cool.
The old people are telling you it's not cool anymore.
It was never cool.
Everyone's like, I'm getting my face tattooed tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, if you think you want to get your face tattooed, just check out Austin Gervais. Look at his face. He's got a scorpion on the side of his face. Looks so dumb. That should help you not want to get one. Like, you think it's going to be cool? Look at him. It didn't work out for him. It won't work out for you. All right. I think that's it for
that's it.
Commenting on the comments this go round. Like we said last time, if you like the commenting on the comments, then comment on the comments, and we will see if you want us to keep doing this or not. And remember to like, share, post,
Comment,
and subscribe. And we will hook you up with some free shit. Everybody whose comment was used in the show today will be receiving some cool free shit from What in the Duck podcast. And also remind everyone to send all and any questions you have for me to whatintheduckpodcast@gmail.com. And we can answer them at the beginning of our show. And that's it, man. We got a lot of good guests coming up in the next couple episodes, so get ready for that. And thank you all for listening to What in the Duck podcast. Later, dudes. Hey, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Come on, guys. Click all those links. Push all those buttons because it really helps us out and gets us out there to more and more peeps. What in the Duck podcast is produced by Audra Cabral and John.com Niederkorn. Our sound, video engineer, and editor is Courtney, Junior Larkins. Initial audio video setup and intro music by Blake Balake Pinchon. And a big thanks to everyone that submitted questions. Y'all keep them coming. Email me any questions you would like me to answer to whatintheduckpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on What in the Duck. What in the Duck podcast is proud to be sponsored by Label Solutions, www.labelsolutionsinc.com. I've been a customer of theirs for over a decade. They make the highest quality premium labels for all kinds of products. Food and beverage, personal care products, pet care products, beer and wine spirits, CBD products, automotive products, and more. They can make a label for almost anything. Multicolor, custom die cut, full wraparound labels, too many options to even tell you about. I use Label Solutions for all the stickers and labels for my stuff, like the Tiki Loco label on the coffee I'm drinking right now. They do have a minimum order of 1,000 labels, so they won't make you 20 labels for that soap you're making in your bathtub. But if you've got products to label, you need Label Solutions. Get started today at www.labelsolutionsinc.com.